It is time to start garden prepping. And did you know that choosing the right type of soil is very important?
Well, Heather O'Brien is a horticultural expert and is here to talk with us about the difference between gardening soil and potting soil. And this is something I've always wondered about, the difference when you always see them in the stores, and there's a bunch of different types of varieties you can get.
Right. There's a lot of different varieties and different brands as well. Yes. The major difference is that one is meant to go in the ground with your flowers and veggies, and one is meant to hang out in a pot.
All right, well, tell us the difference. You told me I'll see as soon as you open this, but really this looks like dirt, one with looks like crunched up Oreos in it.
Okay, all right.
Don't eat it though, right?
No. These two are actually potting soil, and this is garden soil. So the difference is potting soil comes with these little white things. It's fluffier and lighter so that it can control moisture.
Okay. So are these like, I'm sorry to interrupt, are they absorb? Is that what the white things are?
Yeah, this is like perlite, and it's just like a moisture control, so it'll absorb, but it'll let go if it needs to.
Okay.
And this is organic potting soil, so there's a little difference, but they have little chunks of like mulch and things in it to help do the same thing.
Okay.
And then garden soil is mostly compost.
Okay.
So it's a lot more dense, it's harder, and if you put it in a pot with a flower, the flower will eventually not make it.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
It doesn't have the things that control moisture in it, so it's going to hold on to moisture, and it's going to become hard.
Okay.
It'll become hard, so number one, the roots won't be able to spread, and number two, yeah, it'll drown them, and they'll just stay completely too wet.
Well, I did not know that. I've always said I have a black thumb, but I think that's because I will take whatever like bags left over in my garage and fill up my pots with the leftovers. I had no idea that there was a big difference.
Yes, make the right choice so that your flowers and plants can survive this year.
So I've also seen there's like we have an organic soil here. Does that make a big difference?
I use organic when I'm doing veggies in a container. I grow potatoes in containers. I grow some tomatoes, cucumbers, and some lettuce, strawberries, that sort of thing. And so I'll use organic in that sense because it has a lot more compost to feed, whereas just a conventional potting soil is going to have, you know, chemically made foods in there, which is fine for my annuals because they'll bloom like crazy.
Right. So your tip is use self-control, and if your flower pot's running low, just get the right stuff to keep your plants growing.
Remember, potting soil is for pots, garden soil is for the garden.
All right, and Heather, if they want more information, they can go to your website.
Yes.
What's the website? I mess it up every time.
Oh my gosh, I can't even remember it off the top of my head. Well, you can get it on my Facebook page too, which you can look me up.
And we'll put the link up later on today.